Welcome to the Every Word is Gross podcast.
When you're here, you're family, which is a word that we think is pretty gross.
Now, on to the episode.
Yeah, we're going. Are you going to the party?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We're all going to party.
We're party
Yeah,
people.
we're going to a party tonight for
Yeah,
a
but
going
it's a
away
sucky
party.
party.
Yeah, it's a sucky
It
party.
is sucky.
Friends leaving,
Yeah.
going away to become a pilot.
He's becoming
Yeah.
a pilot, which I feel like we talked about how crappy planes were in the last episode.
I thought that was intentional.
It was
I
a
thought
little-
you were
for me,
assuming
I-
that he's gonna hear it.
I totally didn't think about it.
I think
but
he'll
that
intentionally never
is
listen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
love it
assumed
more.
That was
Yeah,
something you were trying
it's
to do.
great. I wish that was intentional. Most of the
It
things
wasn't
that
intentional.
are for me that should be intentional are not intentional, and I wish that I was more creative in
Just
that
take
regard.
credit.
I really
Just
need
say,
to.
"I
I
meant
need to
to."
take credit a whole lot more than I do.
I know that sounded awesome. I meant it to.
Yeah, just like that.
Just start practicing that phrase, okay?
Just like that.
So I think that Jake starts this episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which Jake.
That checks out.
Wow.
That's your name, right?
That's me. I'm Jake.
Oh, wow. We haven't even. Go for it. Introed.
Oh, I'm Cameron.
I'm Jake. Again.
And I'm Sarah. We have an order. I feel like you did it out of order.
Well, yeah, no, because I
Look,
asked him
you-
to.
Yeah,
You-
but I didn't like that. You
Set
can't
me
do
up
that.
for it.
No, I set him up for it, and
You
I
threw me
I
the
meant
oop.
it.
It's not
I don't.
alphabetical, you guys, and I didn't appreciate it.
Okay,
Don't
fine.
do it again.
I'm Cameron.
Is it normally alphabetical? I'm Jake.
Yes.
The third time now.
Cameron Jake. I'll get it one of these days. And Sarah.
I mean, I honestly think most of this is going to be in the episode already.
That
So-
scares me.
Yeah, I think.
How many times have I
You
yawned?
ultimately have the power.
I do have the power, and I'm gonna
got the
I'm gonna
power.
pick what I think is the best spot to come in on. It could be now.
Or it could be now.
It could be now.
Or it
But we've already introduced ourselves, so
But you can always do it again.
So I could always introduce myself
A
for the
fourth-
fourth time.
well, I never get tired of hearing it.
But yes, welcome back, family.
Episode
Episode
five.
five.
I don't know,
This
my own headphones.
this podcast is a handful.
It's
now.
a whole hand.
It's a whole handful now. That's,
Aren't we all?
That's the joke that I use with my 3 nieces when they turn 5.
Do they think it's funny?
No, they're usually on FaceTime they get distracted by like coloring or whatever.
Or themselves?
Like,
My kids just look at themselves.
and so they chuckle, they smile for the cheesy uncle joke, but they really don't care. So, but I care, and so I'm gonna say it. I got one more time, because I don't think my sister's having any more kids, and so that's like in 3 years I got. But then
You
at
got
10,
time?
Yeah.
but then at 10, I can say you're 2 handfuls. So
Yeah, there's that. Yeah. You could
mhm.
also, I mean, if you got 3 years until she turns 5, you could spend that time preparing, finding ways to church it up a bit.
think I
maybe hold her attention a little more.
She's 2 right now, but I think she turns 3 in June. So I actually think I have
Church
2
it
years.
up a
Clock's
bit.
ticking.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
That's a phrase I'm not familiar with.
What?
Church it up.
Is it a verb?
What?
Yeah.
Church it up?
Church it up. Yeah.
Like
Means to,
make it
like,
holy?
Like,
What's it mean?
just do it up a little more, make it fancy.
little bit.
Put it in a
little,
little
a little
suit?
more
Kind of-
presentable.
Put it
kind
in
of
a tie?
your Sunday best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh.
You gotta put on your
I
Sunday
love
best.
learning new things. I
Yeah.
will never use it because I'll probably use it wrong. Like the time I used fleck and everyone laughed at me, even though, let's be real, you college kids, that word spells fleck.
No.
Okay.
Like a fleck in your eye.
But it's 2 E's.
It is?
Yeah,
oh, well, then
that's wrong.
good. Because I said they
F-L-E-E-K.
need 2 E's.
Wait a minute. Then it should be pronounced differently. Then,
Why
No,
would it be?
it is
what would it
pronounced.
be?
That's the problem.
like fleet.
Yeah, it
it is
is.
pronounced fleek.
Oh, it's pronounced like
I
that.
said
On-
fleck because I've
Oh.
seen it with 1 E. So I
Oh.
thought it said it's on fleck. And everyone's like, what? Ha ha ha.
I
so
mean,
funny. I'm
Your
like, you
mistake
guys-
was rolling into a group of like college age
20-year-olds?
people and just debuting your first use of this
you
new
know
word.
what, you know what I did? I
20-year-olds.
said, you guys, I used it correctly the other day. And then I really just proceeded to shoot myself in the foot. So
God said, "Oh, you're being prideful."
You're
no
trying to be
mas.
hip.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got shot in the hip that day, and that's why I walk with a limp.
Uh,
What are we
Alright,
talking
Jake.
about?
I don't know. Jake.
Well, we're talking about words.
We're
It all
talking about
comes back
words.
to
Well, I
words.
hate
and
the
how
word
e-
fleek,
You should.
Yeah, no.
hate it.
Yeah.
but it's not on my
Um,
list because that's how much I hate it.
I learned what some of the middle school lingo is.
I really
right
don't want
now-
to know what those nasty minds
That's
come
a
up with.
dark
No,
pit
it-
that
It's
I
a
don't
dark
want to descend
times.
into.
Well, some of the words made my list. I just gotta
Oh.
I gotta say it's
Oh,
bad.
so
I
you
thought
did
we
it
said-
intentionally.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
we said we weren't gonna go. What did you call it? Not potty language.
no,
but
no.
along
It's
those
not.
lines.
No, it's just that's where they hang out though, in the gutter, in the potty.
I mean,
that's what they
you're
do.
not wrong, but
The potty
it's
gutter.
not that
They're
kind of
icky.
language. So
They're just icky.
yeah,
Icky.
it's gross.
Icky.
It's just they're.
I think one of the
gross. Middle
rating
schoolers
meters
are
should be.
gross.
I was gonna
icky.
say, should I change ew to icky?
I think it should be ew, icky. Then disgusting. There needs to be
I
sound
like pretty
effects for like
gross.
each one.
I like pretty gross though. I don't
That's
know.
pretty gross.
I mean,
Because it's like you kind of turn.
ew.
That's pretty gross. It's like a
Pretty
side
gross.
eye.
Yeah, because it
pretty
kind of
gross.
denotes
Pretty gross.
that like second to last place.
That's true.
Fairly
ew,
well.
ew to me is more like, when that like
Ew.
the creepy guy like
Yeah.
goes like, hey, you're like, ew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Versus
I know that happens to you guys all the time.
yeah,
So
all the
much.
time, all the time. Jake, I think you're up with
I am
our
up.
first
What you
word
got,
of the
boy?
episode.
What
Whoop whoop.
I got some good.
Dollar
for
dollar
ya.
bill, y'all. That's the
Um,
coolest thing I know how to say.
you need to practice your rap, like the beginning of the song, ad libs. You know what? Remember? I feel like we talked about that. We're like dollar dollar bill.
Oh,
Sarah
yes, we
Hahn.
did. Sarah Hahn in the
in the
house.
house.
Just in
I
case
was
you
not
forget.
part of that conversation.
No, it was on our walk home.
How dare you
Talks.
bring up a conversation I wasn't a part of during our
Well, you
recording
bring your
session.
car, and we don't, so we just walk home.
Oh,
true,
okay,
yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
But anywho, I'll kick us off with this episode's word for me is plucky.
No,
Mm.
I say no.
Pick a different word.
My, he's rather
believe-
plucky.
Yeah.
Oh,
People say it like it's supposed to be a compliment, but
Plucky.
you have just audibly
Oh,
assaulted
Yeah,
me.
That
it's
is
true.
an
Yeah.
offense.
Oh, you're so plucky.
You're
You
so-
need a
he's-
ticket
he's
for
got
that
some-
one.
Oh,
some
Becky, you're so
pluck
plucky.
to him.
Do you have a
I'm sorry,
permit
every
to
Becky
say
that's
that?
not plucky. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if we needed permits to say certain
I
words?
think you need them.
No. No.
That would be
That's the day and
terrible.
age, guys. I'm putting
mean-
the idea out there.
For
Yeah,
the
no,
internet,
I
I
don't
could
want
see
it.
it.
Oh yeah.
But for open discussion in the real world,
no, that'd be
that'd
fine.
that'd be
but if you
like
if you
1984.
just
How do-
launch
you needed to have a permit?
conversation,
For like any podcast, like you have to go submit your request.
we would be hosed.
Oh,
I feel no. They'd be like, "This is the time.
it
the
is
world
finally
needs it."
the golden age of humanity has finally come.
Man, we love those guys. They're so plucky.
So
They're so plucky.
thanks, but no thanks.
That's
hate
That's how I
it.
feel about that word.
plucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hate it.
it is. It's disgusting. It's a gross word because of the energy, because of like the plucky. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
yeah,
it's aggressive.
Can you
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
it with like a passive tone?
plucky.
Oh, I hate that more actually. I
That's-
thought there's no way.
That's plucky.
Hate it.
That's plucky. You kind of even have to like soften the P
You're
sound.
denying
It's plucky.
plucky. It's pluckiness. I hate it.
That's plucky.
I hate it, guys.
Oh man. Do we have a definition?
Yeah, I have a definition pulled up. I have wrong tab. What? Hold on. Webster is playing tricks on me.
Webster.
Webster.
Lost the
Also,
tab.
my laptop's about to die.
Oh no.
It's not given like an
I'm glad you're
actual.
going first then.
I know.
Definition?
Yeah, it just has like
That's because they're like, you know what it means.
synonyms of blue. Oh, never mind. It's in the blue. I blame my color blindness.
Well, that's
S-
gonna make my word really funny.
Oh,
It means spirited or brave.
that's not the definition. I
no,
know.
I would think like really energetic,
Right,
like they're
yeah.
spunky. which
I-
is,
Spirited
you know?
or brave?
Yeah. Well, spirited I see because
Spirited,
you say
yeah.
plucky, I think like positive, like
Yeah.
in almost an annoying way.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that's
Oh,
that's
they're
what
so
the word
plucky.
feels
So that's
like to me.
Webster. I need to look up. I need to look
We
up
need
in
a second
dictionary.
opinion.
While you're doing that, I have Urban Dictionary pulled up.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
And this says
no.
plucky describes an awkward, often confused, shifty-eyed individual with a heart of gold. That one, I wouldn't be mind being described as.
You know, he's a wee bit shifty-eyed, but he's got a heart of gold.
Yeah, he's a bit shifty. That's another one that just immediately is
my
transatlantic.
gosh.
Yeah, he's a bit shifty-eyed, that one,
Shifty-eyed,
but he's
that
got a
one.
heart of gold.
Day.
He's got a heart
so
of gold.
shift day.
That one.
No, dictionary.com
man.
is the same. Like having or showing pluck or courage, brave.
You could just look up pluck.
Pluck, yeah.
But that would be, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to associate
that's-
like when you like pluck a chicken, like to pull
Well,
yeah,
it.
that's the first one.
Then if you apply like the word like constructions to that form of pluck, like meaning to grab snatch, like
Yeah.
you're real plucky. You
Yeah.
just grab stuff
That's
all the time.
interesting. I've never thought of plucky as
Ooh,
being
that just
brave.
reminded me of
Yeah.
another word.
Like, they're
Never.
brave.
If that
No,
was
yeah.
if that was your term, like if that's how you use the term plucky, can you just leave it down in the comments, please? I mean,
Please do,
I
yeah.
hate it.
want to know who uses plucky.
Let us know
I
how you use plucky.
yeah, you gotta
I
don't.
don't.
You know, oh man, that's weird. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't. That's
You know why? I think it's because it's a word that you don't want to use.
I don't.
So you just don't
Yeah.
invest any time into understanding it.
understand.
You mean
It's
you
fair.
don't wanna
That
be
is
the
that's
guy
probably fair. That's probably
who
fair.
walked in and said, "Man, I like that guy. He's so plucky."
Oh, did you see what he just did? He's so plucky.
When you see
Like-
that awkward,
No.
often confused, shifty-eyed individual,
Rather
He's
plucky,
so
that
plucky.
one.
you must not have seen a lot of those type of peoples.
Oh man. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't like that.
Have fun rating that one.
Yeah. Plucky. Man, how are we gonna rate this?
Well,
Sarah, are you rating it first?
I give that, to me, that's in between disgusting and vile. I hate when you say it. I hate hearing it.
plucky.
And I would never want to be it.
plucky.
Never.
Yeah.
I'm
I-
never going to be brave.
I definitely don't want anyone calling me plucky.
Like, oh, I love
Oh, that's
Jake. He's so
disgusting.
plucky. I
Right.
feel like it's a backhanded
Oh, man.
compliment.
I think too, like shortening it, like we've said that putting
Pluck.
stuff on the end of words can make them grosser.
Right.
I think this one shortening it makes it more gross. Like
Pluck.
he's got pluck. Ugh.
He's got pluck.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's disgusting for me.
That is
That's,
that's
mm-mm.
awful.
I'll also throw that in the disgusting category.
That's pretty
no,
awful.
Nope. No, thank you.
Okay.
All right, Sarah, what's your word?
Beige.
Just no hesitation. Just get it out there.
She knows it sucks.
My word is beige.
Beige.
Gosh, you guys.
Oh.
Now,
Yeah.
as you heard previously, sorry, my dog is barking.
Yep.
As you previously heard, Jake here is colorblind. That's a real thing for his life.
That's my life.
Do you know what the color beige is?
I do know what the color beige is because there's a lot of things
Because
that look
most
rather
things
beige
look
to me.
beige. Well, beige as the definition
kinda
is
like
very
taupe.
light brown.
It's kind of like taupe.
Taupe?
Yeah, that's a
Taupe.
color.
Taupe's got like a purpley
Yeah.
hue though, very light purple.
Yeah, it's got
Okay.
some more purple
Okay.
hints to
We're
it.
making him jealous. Let's just
Okay.
read the definition.
Taupe.
It's very light brown,
They
as
say
of
taupe's very
undyed
soothing.
wool, light gray with a brownish tinge.
Uh-huh.
But I want to read you guys the Urban Dictionary
no. Oh, Good.
definition of beige.
I'm always scared.
This one made me happy, actually. I like
Okay.
it. This one's good.
Okay.
And honestly, I felt a little like personally attacked by it, but whatever. Beige is a person that is normal to the point of being bland. No style, works a 9-to-5 job, does not express their individuality. These people can be found in Starbucks, often wearing neutral colored clothes, perhaps from the Gap, while sipping a latte and discussing last night's TV shows as if the characters were their friends. In group settings, it can be difficult to tell them apart. Beige people often never stray from their bath or pack. These people commonly experience more eccentric life through others. And there's a sentence at the bottom that just says, "Get the beige mug."
Oh,
So if
man.
that wasn't exhilarating,
That was so like that was a whole novel.
yeah,
right
just
there.
Yeah.
something just unremarkable, basically.
that was like-
that's beige.
That like personified beige.
It did, and I'm a little personally sad for the word beige because I
Beige.
like neutrals. I like the color beige. I like to buy beige things. I hate saying it. Beige.
Oh.
I'm fairly certain it's a French word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, because if you
I'm not a
changed
French
B
major.
to
Fool
N,
me.
neige, it'd be like snow, I think. So,
Yeah. Maybe.
or white like snow or something like that. So,
Oh, yeah.
so beige. They're like neige, beige, different.
Yeah.
That was like Spanish. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think beige. Beige.
I mean, the more I think
Beige.
about it, the more it actually does bother me, and the more I dislike beige because is it not just brown? It's a type of brown.
Tan.
That's tan type of brown.
There's a lot of types.
There is a lot of types.
Have you ever been
But I
to a
need to
paint
paint-
store?
I need to paint in broad strokes here, or
Paint-
else the world will never be understood.
Paint stores are crazy with their
You
different
do have
shades
paint
of.
experience recently.
Yeah,
having
I-
just painted
I-
your condo.
I bought my first home condo, living dwelling place thing, and yeah, and
It's called
so
a
I
condo.
went and there were way too many options of white. It was
Oh gosh,
it's so
that's the one that will drive me insane.
it's so crazy how many whites there are. Like, and there were popular whites.
I want that to be the title of the episode. It's crazy how many whites there are.
I think I want just popular whites to be.
It's
I don't wanna
crazy
get-
that there are popular whites.
I don't want to get demonetized, guy. I don't want to get canceled.
Kicked off of the internet.
My God.
Um,
It's crazy how
Beige.
many whites there are.
I'm not gonna disagree.
It's a little bit
It's a little
nuts.
crazy.
It's a
it
little
is
cray-cray.
crazy. It is crazy. I for me, I think that's a pretty gross. I think that's pretty gross for me. I think beige. I might have to change my rating if once we go around and hear them, that might change my
That might-
mind.
You're yet to
Oh,
be swayed.
I'll change your
Right?
rating.
You're gonna have to
alright.
work hard because I think
Ugh.
pretty gross is. I think that's
You
where I'm
said
at.
that to me anywhere else. I,
Friendship over, my friend.
it's to
Oh, man.
hands immediately.
Oh man. Yeah, pretty gross for me.
Pretty gross.
Jake.
I would, on a grossness level, I would also say pretty gross. The more I think about it, the more it kind of just makes me mad.
Yeah.
But that's a different rating scale.
Yeah, it's a
so
different.
I'm
rating.
gonna stick
mad,
with pretty
mad,
gross.
Mad scale is different than gross
Yeah.
scale. Yeah. Sarah.
Well, to me it's pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I'm beige.
Beige.
Mm-hmm.
The vowel sound isn't
The way
really
you said it was a
anything.
little bit worse. There was something.
Beige.
It was right after the B sound. There was something in there that I was.
beige.
Yeah, it was something like
Ugh.
that. That makes it worse. That
Now it
makes
just
it
sounds
worse.
like
I'm
you're
not changing
saying
my
the
rating
B
yet.
word,
Well,
but
I'm
like in a
saying
weird
it.
way.
How the letters spell it.
Yeah.
Beige.
Bay.
What if it's
like an A, but it's E and I.
baggy?
Ugh. No.
You almost made Jake fall over, and he's
Wrong.
sitting down.
I almost did a sit down couch fall.
I hate when that happens.
It's a very complex maneuver. I'd rather not repeat it.
Okay.
I just heard you swallow through
Sorry,
our monitor.
I was drinking some water and I did not move my microphone. I'm
I can
so
tell.
sorry.
Okay. I got my word. Last word of episode
Let it rip, Tater Chip.
5.
5. I almost said 6. My apologies.
You're in the future. Just say
Sorry.
it.
Lobster.
Lobster.
Yeah.
Lobster.
Lobster. Yeah.
Wow.
You got a lot to work with that first syllable.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lobster.
Wow.
That
Mhm.
word is like a lump of wet clay which is a
Ooh.
gross visual. But what
You
I
got a
mean
lot
to
to work
say
with?
is that there's a
Band
lot to
name,
work
I
with.
Yeah,
will
there's
it.
a lot to work with. Yeah, at first I was like, lump of clay. That's
I
got
know that
nothing
was,
to do
that was
with
an
lobster.
iffy way to start.
But no, like that, you
They
have
taste the same.
Yeah.
That's
Um.
maybe not true.
Maybe you're leaving room for the possibility.
I'm not sure I've had lobster.
I don't know if I feel like I know I've had crab.
I think I've had lobster once.
I'm trying to
My
remember.
sister made it for Christmas dinner one year.
Oh.
You know
Yeah.
what? There's something about homemade lobster that just doesn't sit well with me.
Homemade lobster in Washington, I feel okay with, especially since my parents are on the west side, the Seattle area, where
Yeah.
there's lots of water area to catch said lobster.
Mm.
If we were in like Nebraska, homemade lobster,
Homemade lobster.
I'm going to someone else's house.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
That's fair.
going to
Um,
Applebee's.
Well, good old Merriam-Webster says any of a family of large edible marine decapod crustaceans that have stalked eyes, a pair of large claws, and a long abdomen, and that include species from coasts on both sides of the North Atlantic and from the Cape of Good Hope.
Wow.
That took way too long.
Yeah, I did a little bit. But could
Um,
you read it again?
No. But Urban Dictionary.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's fine. So the first Urban Dictionary
Entry.
entry. Thank you. Phoebe Buffet's theory that lobsters link claws and mate for life. That is the first one. So it's So
Like they continuously link claws?
yeah, it's
Man, that seems difficult. Like when you have later times.
yeah. Yep, that makes it difficult. It's the person they're supposed to be with for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, that's
they're-
my lobster. I
they're-
forgot that episode.
They're your
Now
lobster.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that
Yep.
makes sense. That's
So-
why at my company we
Mhm.
made that greeting card that has lobster on it and it
Oh.
says "Life's butter with you" in it.
Huh.
It was based off of that idea
Mhm.
of finding your lobster.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, lobster. I
Is-
mean, I think some people do find the actual animal pretty gross.
They're just a little
they're
creepy.
they're
but-
They're
odd.
creepy. They're odd. Like their
Yeah.
shells and their eyes,
Or
like
crusty.
the stalk eyes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the claws. You know,
I think it's all.
Um,
Don't they have like a bunch of little feet?
they have a lot of feet.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Ooh.
There's
That's
a lot of
an
them.
odd. I don't.
Yeah.
Don't feel
so
great about that.
I feel like some people will probably find this word more disgusting if you feel like you don't like lobster, or like they kind of freak you out.
Yeah.
So
I'm not in love with them.
yeah.
They do creep me out a little.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
I am not historically a
Shellfish.
eater.
Right.
But recently I've been just really into shrimp, so that kind of makes me want to give
Mm.
lobster another
Mm.
try.
Yeah.
The only another try being I'm not exactly sure if I've ever had it. I have had crab, and at the time I did not like it. And then on my birthday a few weeks ago, my husband did get me some sushi that had crab in it.
Yeah.
Which I think he did as a mistake because he would
Right.
know to not do that.
Right.
And I was like, oh well, I'll just like eat it and
Yeah.
whatever. And it was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the difference is whether or not it's been prepared. Because my big stipulation with crab is that it's like when you get just like half a crab, like the actual legs, and you have to crack it.
Yeah.
It's so much work, and it's like your hands get slimy.
This is the
it's a big
21st
mess.
century. We shouldn't have to work for our food. People.
Well, I'm not saying that. It's just like the work versus reward is not like you get so little meat for.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind
true.
of like
I
at
agree.
Christmas when they put out the nut bowls with the nutcracker, and you're
Uh-huh.
like, really?
Uh-huh.
You couldn't just get trail mix?
Well, I mean that, but also like for that, it's like if it's a snack like that, I feel like it's something to do as much as it is.
it's an
like
annoying
nourishment,
something to
But when
do.
when your meal
Snack versus meal.
requires that,
Snack versus meal.
I'm
That's
like,
so
this
true.
isn't worth it. This
Uh-huh.
is
That's
never worth
actually
it.
why I'm not really into ribs.
Yeah.
because I feel
Similarly.
like there's not a lot of meat on them. You could get just as good of a flavor off of an actual piece of meat and not get it on your hands like you're a cannibal and you just
That's fair.
murdered something.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
I will say
That's
that
fair.
when it's that kind of ribs where it's kind of tougher and you have to work at it, I don't like those. But my mom makes
Oh.
like crock pot ribs where it's
Yeah.
like fall off the bone tender.
Ugh, yeah, that's
Then
so
it's
good.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah. Man,
I
it's
don't
so
like
good.
the word though overall. I think it's a
Lobster.
horrible sounding word.
Mhm.
And also, have you guys ever seen, you're a little bit more of a movie buff, Jake,
I know. I
The
think I know what
movie
you're
The
talking about.
Lobster
Yeah, I haven't
with
seen
Rachel
it.
Weisz and Colin Farrell?
I've intentionally avoided it
It's-
because
it
there are
wasn't-
people who say it's like, ugh.
It depends. I liked the idea behind it. I thought it was really, really creative.
Yeah.
I felt like it had some of that really abrupt dryness and interestingness of Wes Anderson films
Okay.
without being as pretty though. But it was one of those movies that kind of left me feeling a little icky, where I was
Yeah,
like,
that's what I hear.
"Oh, I don't know if I liked it." Yeah, and it
Another
it's-
reason not to like
yeah.
lobster.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Mhm.
just don't get any good image
Mm-mm.
coming to my mind with the word.
If you have seen The Lobster, let us know in the comments whether the movie helps or hurts
Yes,
your
yeah.
I
impression
do
of the
think
word
it
lobster.
hurts for my vote
Yeah,
for sure.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. More points, as many points as I can get. That's great.
Okay, Jake, you rate.
Your turn.
I rate I'll rate disgusting. Yeah, I'll throw it up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same
Mhm.
because much like our previous episode's word, we're buzzing. There we go. Much like our previous word, I think it was 1 or 2 episodes ago of broccoli. When I'm being served something or whatever, which I think it is kind of sad that we're like, this is a living creature, but I'm thinking food. But like when you're being served something like that and it's like, what is this? Lobster. Wow, that
Yeah.
sounds delightful.
Right?
It's
Especially,
like
Right.
drizzled chunks.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's just icky.
especially when I think of how someone on the East Coast, where lobster I think is more like, is it like Maine lobster?
Maine,
really?
Maine,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
You're like,
The
well,
way
where
it
my
sound-
parents live on the west side.
Oh, it's
I'm like,
lobster.
this ain't Maine.
I'm having a lobster for dinner.
Lobster.
That doesn't make
Where are
me
you?
feel-
Where are you from
got
right
crabs.
now, Jake?
the East
Somewhere over there
of over
where
there.
they eat that.
Lobster. Yeah, I mean
Lobster.
you can say it so many different ways. Yeah, I think, man, lobster. Lobster. I think disgusting for me. I yeah, I'm trying to think if I can go vile, but I don't think so.
There is going to be a loud
That
zipper
stays
sound.
in. That stays in.
If you must know what that zipper sound was, it was me zipping my son into his Spiderman costume.
I want you to know the amount of mental energy I put in to not reacting when Spider-Man just suddenly walked out.
You all are doing so well. My kids are in and out of the room frequently, like miming
great.
words at us. And my daughter wrote me a note like, "Can I make food? I'm hungry."
Yeah,
All sorts of things are
Yeah.
happening. And they have
Man.
not been reactive to any of it. But the Spider-Man was a
Man.
little much when you can hear his zipper in the microphone. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think disgusting. I was trying to go vile, but I think disgusting for me is. I think
Yeah,
that's
I
what
want
it
to go
is.
past
Mhm.
disgusting.
No, I don't think so. It's good. It's good, but no. So,
Okay, so we're now at the point of
saying the words.
saying the
Saying the
words.
words.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go for it.
Yeah, Jake, you're up.
Yeah, I'm first.
Yep.
I'll rip. Plucky.
Oh my God. It just gets worse, I feel.
I like your approach
Okay.
of hitting it hard and fast.
You have to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes
like,
you have to
Yeah,
just get
it's
it out.
good.
plucky.
Plucky.
Oh. The
Oh, man.
chicken said it that way.
Yeah,
Partially because you kind of threw your head back in the wind. It's always the wind up.
it's the wind
You
up.
always-
You,
you always
gotta
have a good
a
wind
wind up. You gotta be prepared.
It's the Cameron wind up.
Yeah. All right, Sarah.
What
Your
was my
word.
Oh yeah.
Wait, don't you have you? Oh, you never mind. Never mind.
Did I
Continue.
what?
Nothing.
I said your word.
Said it.
You want me to say it again? I'll say it again.
Maybe.
Palake. I think it was
Okay,
better
I'm
that
glad
time.
you. Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
I think it was better that
that
time.
was for you. I think you needed to.
I
re-say it.
needed to let it
You
out a
need to get
little
it
bit.
out.
I didn't have as good of a wind up as Cameron did, but I'm not
No
known
one-
for
no
it.
one
You know what I
does.
mean?
Yeah.
No one does.
Okay.
No one does.
Beige.
Oof. Man, I'm trying to. It's such a plain word.
It's plain color.
It's a plain color, and so
How
I'm.
would you
plain.
know?
So I'm trying to be like beige. Yeah, that's as interesting or disgusting as I could say it, I think.
Yeah. I think so.
Beige.
Beige.
I feel
The
like I want to morph it
Beige.
just a little bit,
Yeah.
like I was saying earlier. Beige.
Ugh.
Oh,
I feel
The-
like you're
the longer
swearing at
E.
me. It's
the
so
longer
offensive.
E.
You're so
The
beige.
beige.
How beige? Are you gonna wear your beige bag?
It like
Okay.
reminds me of when you were like making fun of the Welsh accent. Making fun of the
Oh.
Welsh accent in Ted Lasso. Like has
I'm not
and
making
the way,
fun of it.
but
I
the way
just-
you
there's
did
a
it, you
part
like
of it I
just
can't.
stick out your tongue.
Yeah, that's how
It's
you
like,
be Jamie Tart.
I feel like
you
that's
just
how
stick
you
your tongue
can
out.
say that's
Beige.
beige.
That's how Jamie Tart would say beige. It's poopy. I'm Jamie Tart. I can say beige however I want.
Ted Lasso. Second
Love
episode in a row.
that
It's great.
show.
Talking about it. It's so good.
man.
And I think this is the first time I'm behind you guys in episodes too. So
Yeah, usually you're ahead.
That's
I gotta
true.
catch up. I gotta catch up. I gotta do it. Okay, my word.
Mhm.
Lobster. Yeah. That's
You
gross.
like I feel like you chewed your way
I feel like
through
that was
word.
3 different words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
Like most
Nom,
people
nom,
open
nom,
their
nom.
mouth once.
Oh, man.
Most people open their mouth once to say a word, and
No.
Cameron just
Nope.
did 3 times.
Yeah, if you're gonna say a word disgusting, you gotta make it disgusting. You gotta you gotta do the unoriginal. You gotta do the
It's pretty good.
Nope, I lost the word.
That's okay.
That's pretty good.
I'll say a word for you.
Do it.
Lobster.
I don't want any of that.
It's the upper. It's so good. I love it. I think it's great.
Lobster.
It's so good. I love that word. Lobster.
No, you hate it.
I do. It's gross.
Gross.
Lobster.
I think you can love something that's gross. Should you?
I'm just gonna
No.
start shouting that. You know how when people are like trying to in movies, they're trying to be distracting. They're like, look at that. What's that? Lobster.
Oh man.
It'll be good.
That one of my buddies used to do something like that. He would just point randomly and go, "That's a weird place for a piano." Of course you're gonna look.
That's a weird place
My-
for a lobster.
Me being so gullible
I-
is gonna look
I
every
need
time.
to
You'll do it
say
like,
that
man, I
phrase
wish
more
I-
often. It's
It's
like
like-
a weird place for a lobster.
It's like
Oh,
just
yeah.
believable enough to actually
Yeah.
Yeah.
work.
That's why you could change it a little. You'd be like, wow, I wish I had a lobster costume.
I don't think I want to. I
I'm gonna
don't
get
think
you
I'll
one.
ever want a lobster.
Your birthday's
costume.
coming up.
Nope.
We're
Nope.
saving up,
I'd pitch in.
right? Okay, sweet.
Great.
Amazon.
Great.
Pulling it up right now.
Lobster. Great. Okay. Well done, guys. Episode 5.
This is
Did
pretty
it.
great.
This is really good. I'm enjoying this. I hope the Fram is enjoying this.
I hope the Fram.
Another
Enjoy
example of
some
shortening
lobster.
making it worse.
Oh
the
my gosh.
Fram.
The Fram.
You guys, the Fram can enjoy some plucky beige lobster.
I was waiting for that to happen. I was like, who's the first to put them all in the same sentence?
Plucky beige lobster.
It works
Anyone?
because
It's a special.
that was the order that we went in too. That's
A la
it.
menu.
A la menu, a la carte. I think we're done.
Cue the outro.
Every word is gross if you think about it. Every word just sucks if you really let it. Every word is gross if you think about it. Every word is gross if you.